Hi guys, in this video I'll be guiding you through the differences between the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G and the Redmi 15. Now obviously these two smartphones are part of the budget-friendly smartphones from Samsung and Redmi, together with the Samsung Galaxy A07 and the Redmi 15C. But keep in mind that even though the prices of the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G and the Redmi 15 are not so different, there are actually a lot of differences in the features and specifications of these two devices. And whether or not you should get the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G or the Redmi 15 highly depends on your use case. Starting with the screen size, while the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G has a 6.7-inch screen display, the Redmi 15 has a 6.9-inch. So if I place both devices exactly the same, you're going to see that the Redmi 15 is actually a lot bigger. You can see the space at the bottom over here. But keep in mind that the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G is actually an AMOLED display, whereas the Redmi 15 is an LCD screen. Another big difference is between the both devices in terms of display is the fact that the Redmi 15 comes with a 144Hz refresh rate, whereas the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G comes with a 90Hz refresh rate. Because of the AMOLED display on the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G, you're also going to notice that it is a lot brighter than the Redmi 15. So basically, it has up to 800 nits brightness, whereas the Redmi 15 actually has just 700 nits brightness. Also keep in mind that both displays are actually 1080p, but in general the display of the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G totally beats that of the Redmi 15. When it comes to design, both the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G and the Redmi 15 has a plastic back, as you can see over here. They are also not so much reflective of light. However, while the Redmi 15 is trying to adapt a bold look, the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G is trying to get that minimalistic look on its device. Now placing both devices side by side, they both have a fingerprint sensor on the power buttons, the volume up and the volume down button, and if you turn over to the bottom, you're going to see that we have both speakers, a charging input, a microphone, and then at the top you also have an IR blaster on both devices as well. Moving over to the cameras of both devices, the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G has a 50 megapixel main camera. That is also the same for the Redmi 15. However, other cameras at the bottom over here are just auxiliary cameras on the Redmi 15. But for the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G, you're also getting a 5 megapixel ultra wide camera and a 2 megapixel depth camera as well. So you're pretty sure of taking better photos on the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G than the Redmi 15. For the front facing camera or selfie cameras, while the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G has a 13 megapixel selfie camera, this Redmi 15C has just 8 megapixel selfie camera. And when it comes to recording videos on both devices, they both shoot at 1080p 30 fps on both devices, as you can see from the top over here. And for photos, you can literally see that we have the 5 megapixel ultra wide camera on the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G, but we don't actually get that on the Redmi 15. Now moving over to the battery life and charging of both devices, the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G has a 5000 mAh battery with 25 watts fast charging. However, you're getting much more on the Redmi 15. So over here you're getting a 7000 mAh battery with 33 watts fast charging. So when it comes to battery life, the Redmi 15 should serve you way better than the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G. Both devices actually run on Android 15, but while the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G is giving you up to 6 years of updates, the Redmi 15 only gives you 2 years of updates. Now so many people don't like this for the Redmi 15, but trust me, most people don't even use their phone up to 2 years after buying it. Now moving over to some built-in features on both devices, they both have features that the other does not have. For instance, the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G has the split screen features that allows you to be able to multitask. So you can actually just open one application, long press on it from over here, and you should be able to open up another application at the same time, which enables you to be able to multitask, but you do not get that on the Redmi 15. The Samsung Galaxy A17 5G also has some AI features you would not find on the Redmi 15, and also you cannot screen record on this particular device, but for the Redmi 15 you can actually screen record. So it has a built-in screen recorder and some AI features like the Circle to Search. But both devices also have Gemini, which is Google's latest AI built into the software of both phones. Most importantly, for the processing power of both phones, the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G has a custom Samsung processor, which is the Exynos 1330, whereas the Redmi 15 has the Snapdragon 6S Gen 3. So if I go over to the settings of the Redmi 15 and then go over to the detailed info and specification, you're going to see here that we have the Snapdragon processor. This particularly is the Snapdragon 6S Gen 3, but keep in mind that the differences between these two processors are not so much. However, for a side-by-side comparison, I would say that the Redmi 15 has a better processor than the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G. But trust me, the differences are not even significant. Finally, for other little differences between both devices, it is important to keep in mind that you do not actually get eSIM option for the Redmi 15, but then you can actually use an eSIM on the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G. Also, both devices actually uses a mono speakers, so the speakers are not so much different as you can see from the bottom over here. But unfortunately, both devices also do not have a headphone jack, so you can't use a 3.5mm headphone jack on both devices. Finally, on the decision as to whether you should go for the Redmi 15 or the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G, particularly I would say if you're looking for an eSIM phone with an AMOLED display and a better camera, you should go for the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G. However, if you're looking for something that gives you a better performance and a better battery life, then definitely the Redmi 15 is a very good option for you. If you find this video useful, please make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel, guys.